It's the Unity champs, ready to show no mercy to their Mutiny opponents.
It must not have been easy to step aside and allow another guy to defend the titles that you rightly earned.
Maybe it wouldn't have been easy for you, Corey, but that just shows the unique, dare I say, unity that this team has. It's the reason they've been so successful, and Mutiny has been running scared.
The Unity champs have a new face, but are hoping for the same old result when they defend their titles. And the challengers from Mutiny taking full advantage of Freebird rules.
Watching the Unity titles fall into their enemies' hands has been a black mark on Mutiny itself.
Not that you can tell with their predictably dark and cliched color scheme. Someone had to say it.
Bailey hopes your presence is enough to bring these NXT titles home.
The following contest is an intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of and their opponents, Chun-Li and CM Punk.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bailey onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bailey and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE.
Springboard, but nobody home.
Powerbomb position. But right hands create separation and an escape. Springboard off.
Disaster kick.
Both arms captured and vitriolic stomps.
Attack after attack on target.
The champion imposing their will with total disregard. With a knee to the spine.
Now a big swing of momentum against King.
Lexus isn't showing the capacity to fight back. Oh man.
Hard into the corner.
Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles?
There's
There's a tag. Opponent off the ropes. Double big back body drop.
For the record, Saxton, you and I would never have that kind of chemistry.
Hey, I'd be a great teammate.
I've seen you trip over your own left foot. No thank you. Getting the fresh partner in here.
And here we go.
And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one.
Irish whip from Punk on Bailey.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails the Bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
We've seen the defending champs win matches with the Whirlwind Splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn.
Wait, what?
Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over.
We have new Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bailey invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bailey and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted a main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bailey on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals, namely the now former Unity champions. I sent you on a fool's errand to run yourself ragged going after a made-up NXT Mutiny title that we didn't give a damn about. Oops. Sorry about that. I had you chase Io Sky all over the world just to have you end up destroying the WWE archives worse than Mutiny would have. At least you got some frequent flyer miles. You two used to train together, right? Maybe just quit WWE now and go open up a gym. Early retirement. This is your chance to get out before someone gets hurt. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, Just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
We're okay, but definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
This feels like that winter when we both got hurt doing that insane drill.
Oh yeah. You messed up your knee and I broke my arm. We were the walking wounded for a while there.
Yeah, at first we were helpless and ready to sit out until we healed up. But after a week or so, we started to figure out how to help each other compensate for what we were missing.
So you figured out how to get by?
You can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on SmackDown talking to superstars from the women's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. Aldis told me that you and your partner are low-key recruiting for our Survivor Series team.
Yes, and I am pleased to know you're interested.
Excuse me?
I jumped the gun because I'm hoping you'll ask to be on the team. We still have to finalize who we're going with, but you'd be a huge get for our side.
Funny. CM Punk pretty much said the same exact thing.
What do you mean?
When he DM'd me after stabbing you and your partner in the back, and even before all that, Mutiny has been begging me to join them since the beginning.
Pathetic.
I know, right? Punk thinks we have some type of bond, but I came here for that WWE shine, not some grungy revolution.
If Punk wants you on Mutiny's team so bad, maybe you should take him up on a recruiting visit. Go down there, get the lay of the land.
And wreck their whole shop, leaving them with some colorful bruises going into Survivor Series. Is that what you had in mind?
Pretty much.
So what do you think? Should I book a trip down to Orlando? Just say the word, and I'm in.
It's a good thing Florida's prepared for hurricanes because Mutiny has a storm coming in.
This is going to be fun.
Jade Cargill has arrived on NXT Mutiny.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, Jade Cargill!
If Jade Cargill decides to join Mutiny, it will radically change the odds of Survivor Series.
Separate and apart from the enormous blow losing this kind of generational talent would be in the ring, it would tear apart an already fractured locker room.
Jade Cargill standing in an NXT Mutiny ring just feels wrong. Our tornado of thrills, a whirlwind of wrestling, Psycho Sally.
And her opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, Psycho Sally!
It's time to get psycho, Corey.
I wish. For a person who calls herself Psycho, Sally had better find that edge, or her opponent tonight is going to send her right back to the asylum.
The prodigy of TBD and now WWE is ready for action.
We've seen a lot of improvement from Psycho Sally over the last year, but this feels like a mismatch on paper.
We know that CM Punk is desperate to sign Jade Cargill away from WWE. Maybe he's trying to give her an easy night.
If that's his strategy, it's not going to work. If I know anything about Cargill, she wants a challenge, not a psycho walk in the park.
Quick pin attempt here. Counters! Turns it around and has the pin. A kick out. This one's not over yet.
She's not wasting any time going after an early pinfall.
Oh, look at this. Boot right to the throat. Uh-oh.
We're gonna see it.
What power. Sit out. Power bomb.
What goes up must come down, and it sure as hell did right there.
Fast movement gets her out of the way.
These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
That offense might have rocked the confidence of Psycho Sally.
Cargill held nothing back on that attack.
Pressing offense from Cargill.
Psycho Sally has to wake up and get going in a hurry.
Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
Sent right into the corner.
Being placed onto the top rope.
Jade Cargill, what does she have in mind here for her opponent? Oh, my. This could be scary. From the top, Jade Cargill with Jaded.
Will that be it? Will that be enough?
An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, Jade Cargill!
Jade Cargill begins her Mutiny journey with an easy victory.
Well, let's hope this is the first and last stop of the trip, Cole. If Jade joins Mutiny, we're all in trouble.
The storm has arrived.
Jade Cargill and Mutiny? It just feels right.
Appreciate the enthusiasm, But what was all that about with Psycho Sally? She came out there like a crash test dummy.
Sally's a good soldier. When you accepted our invitation to test the Mutiny waters, I told her, you are gonna be Jade's first opponent, and you are gonna make her shine. And it was great, wasn't it, Punk?
So great. See, here at Mutiny, we know money when we see it, and you are all the money, Jade. I've known it since I first saw you. In Mutiny, you won't be just a storm. You'll be climate change.
We have known each other for a minute, Punk. Did I ever strike you as the kind of woman looking to play life on easy mode?
Jade, no. Of course not.
If you want me to lead Mutiny's team into Survivor Series, you better give me your best next week. All your best in a battle royal, including...
Bailey? Yes! She accepts! Bailey and 4 other top Mutiny competitors will see you in the ring next week.
Yes, they will.
Then I guess you have me one step closer to Mutiny. See you next week.
We're in for a brawl with Kevin Owens tonight.
With KO, it's a brawl every night.
And his opponents, first, from Marieville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens!
As gritty and tough as they come, KO has to be one of the most hardened superstars anyone can face in this business.
And that is how he has spent nearly a decade as a top name in WWE.
There have been very few folks to main event a single WrestleMania, let alone 2. But KO has done just that.
Yeah, KO's not the kind of superstar you'd picture as a multi-time WrestleMania main eventer, but he's made an entire career out of defying expectations.
A woman obsessed with championship gold.
Because Roxanne knows what she's worth.
And from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez!
You have to love this level of confidence in a superstar.
Especially for so early in her tenure in WWE.
Well, Roxanne's already done more in her early 20s than most competitors do in their entire career.
Roxanne is completely ruthless at this point.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez doesn't care about anything except being on top of the mountain.
That's the right mindset.
Here comes Raquel.
And from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel seems to always wear a big smile. Just loves to perform for the crowd.
Yeah, but if you get on her bad side and that smile vanishes, you are faced with an angry woman with muscles for days.
A second-generation wrestler already with a big list of accomplishments in WWE.
And tonight, Raquel's looking to add to that list.
The black-hearted Tommaso Ciampa back where it all began in NXT.
And representing DIY from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa.
The one thing that seems to separate Ciampa from the pack is his tireless fighting spirit.
No matter injuries or career setbacks, Ciampa always seems to fight back and pick up where he left off.
There's always one more fight in Tommaso Ciampa.
You could just feel the disdain that the entire WWE Universe has for Tommaso Ciampa.
Nobody's ever won a championship for being somebody's favorite. As bad as the WWE Universe detests Tommaso Ciampa, he's smart enough to detest them right back. Ciampa's black heart is full.
Here comes the role model and the foundation of the women's division.
In the minds of many, already an all-time great.
And from San Jose, California, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, Bayley.
A true history maker and the first ever women's Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, Bayley's a woman who reestablished herself with a record-breaking Royal Rumble win and a championship victory at WrestleMania.
The former leader of Damage Control, who now wants to lead the women's division, not take it over.
Bayley never lost her love for this sport. She turned that inner rage into determination. You have to respect it.
Jade Cargill demanded to face the best Mutiny had to offer, and now she has her chance.
I don't know if she meant she wanted to fight them all at the same time.
One by one or all in a bunch, Jade Cargill is ready to go in this battle royal.
You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stop someone like that. With the counter.
Roxanne Perez has been eliminated.
He's quick to get out of the way
elimination attempt underway, using everything to stay in this one.
But is it enough?
Hammering down on a knee. Stiff elbow will break that up. Strong forearm.
Elevated. Bailey not quite taking charge of the situation right now, despite her game plan. Toss to ringside.
Big splash.
That was more splatter than splash.
Target acquired. This only ends one.
Middle rope. Soldier recap.
With the target.
Been eliminated.
We might have an elimination here. It's always great to be back in NXT.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Michael.
NXT has been such a pivotal point for many superstars in WWE.
Went for the springboard and miss.
And he retaliates.
Cuts off their offense with a swift elbow to the gut.
Tommaso Ciampa has been eliminated.
DDT delivered.
On a forearm.
The prize fighter looking to have it hooked. Package powerbomb. One counter met by another.
Heading back into the ring now. Ooh, she puts the brakes on that.
Bam!
Ooh! Oh, look at this here, guys. Look at this.
Back suplex into a powerbomb. My goodness.
You have to question what kind of malintent is behind a powerbomb with that much force.
Strong kick. My goodness.
He gets sent straight down. Jade comes up huge with the win.
Here is your winner, Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill with a huge win in Mutiny territory.
What you just saw is the reason CM Punk is so desperate to recruit Jade. And it looks like he might be succeeding.
Jade, I need to ask you a favor.
What's that? Not to beat you sideways again?
Nah, but everyone loved that, right? Punk and Bailey told me I did so good. You made her look like a queen, they said.
Has it occurred to you that anyone who would tell you to go out and get beat down on purpose doesn't have your best interest at heart?
Mutiny values everyone equally. Punk says so all the time.
It's chilly out here. What's your favor?
Punk wanted me to see if you were ready for us to make you some mutiny-themed gear. I haven't gotten any yet, so you should feel honored.
Punk is getting a little ahead of himself, don't you think? I told him that if he wanted me in Mutiny, he needed to put me in there with the best you got.
But we did? Those were top competitors in the Battle Royal. You got to fight Bailey. She's so cool.
When I said the best, I meant the best. Your champions, Io Sky and Trick Williams. You tell Punk that if he gives me the both of them in a handicap match next week, I'll wear your colors when I lead Mutiny into Survivor Series.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. You should think about getting some better role models.
A woman who has quickly taken control of the women's division.
And their opponents, first, representing Damage Control from Tokyo, Japan, the NXT Women's Champion, Io Sky.
Io becomes more vengeful, more vicious as each opponent suffers her wrath.
Well, this is the Io Sky era, and you must understand Io will do whatever she deems necessary to maintain her position as a champion and main event competitor in WWE. Io is one of the premier aerialists in the game today.
A former Miss Money in the Bank who knows all about gold. Io's held the women's singles and tag team championships in NXT and WWE.
Now this is going to be fun.
And from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds, the NXT Champion, Trick Williams.
So much swagger, so much confidence.
Williams sees himself as the next big thing.
And he's not the only one who does. Williams is ready to prove that he's the greatest.
Yeah, it's put up or shut up time.
After running through Mutiny's top contenders like a buzzsaw, Jade Cargill has her sights set on the NXT men's and women's champions.
If she wins this handicap match, Jade Cargill will basically have cleaned out the entire top of their roster.
Which won't mean a thing to Team WWE if she switches sides to Mutiny after the match, and that's what CM Punk has promised. Slam! Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you skip going to the gym today. Needed the midsection into the pump handle. Here we go. X-Factor.
Down for the pin. And that only gets a 1 count.
She still has a lot more in her.
Short arm clothesline. Not finished just yet. Ooh, there's number 2. Will the third time be a charm?
Big clotheslines.
There's a Russian leg sweep.
Rapid fire rights over and over. Every strike more devastating than the last.
Io's been on the receiving end for a bit now.
Io has to start volleying back somehow.
Sent into the corner.
Oh, man.
She's able to evade.
And Io gets reversed.
Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Jade now trying to capitalize. Oh, what a tackle.
Go behind.
German!
9!
She's pumping herself up, reaching out for that burst of energy.
Cargill is really displaying aggression.
Cargill has the tide of this match in her favor.
Scoop slam from behind.
Inverted scoop slam.
Boom! Boom!
Cargill from behind with a double chicken wing, hoists her opponent up into the sky. We could be here all night.
And she executes Jade.
Cargill has her staring at the lights.
2 count. 3. No! 2 count.
The will of Io could never be put into question after kicking out of that predicament.
Was not able to seal the deal with her best move. Now she's asking, what more can I...
Schoolboy Klein to put this one away.
Jade Cargill has just single-handedly dominated both the men's and women's NXT champions.
Io and Trick can't believe it either.
CM Punk's got a contract in his hand, ready to sign Cargill.
This is very bad for Team WWE.
All right. The moment is here. We have given you everything you asked for, Jade. Now it's time for you to make it official. Join Mutiny and secure the future of this business.
I think Jade's going to jump, guys.
If she does, the balance of power in the WWE Universe will change forever.
There's just one thing.
For you, Jade, anything.
I specifically told you I wanted to face the very best in Mutiny.
You did. You fought our champions, Bailey, the whole top of the card.
But not the best in the world.
Jade Cargill wants to take on the leader of Mutiny.
Everyone in the Mutiny arena wants to see this.
Punk strikes.
But he misses with a kick.
Jade has Punk up.
And out he goes.
Jade Cargill just launched CM Punk like it was nothing.
I think Punk got Jade's answer, and that's that she is WWE through and through.
Score 1 for the good guys.
When you threw Punk over the top rope, damn, I think I shouted myself hoarse.
My partner in crime is not wrong. Mutiny has to be reeling after the way you ran through them.
I'm feeling pretty good about it, though. What I really would have loved is to be Punk himself.
You're in a long line, believe me.
Joining up with you for Survivor Series is my personal fast pass to hitting Punk right where it hurts. The only question is, what now?
I'm sticking around on SmackDown. Gonna get some work in and make sure I'm at the top of my game.
Sounds good. When you're ready to make the next move, I'll find our final teammate on Raw.
And I'll be ready to go whenever you two are. Let's do this.